Welcome to the green room. Hello.
the podcast behind the podcast.
12th House Plus. Welcome, 12th House baddies, squirrels, honeys, ponies. Our new names.
Yes, all of the above. We're so happy that you're here. If you're new here, hi, welcome. Every month in the 12th House Plus, we do a audio course for you where we deep dive into a concept or a topic and we unpack it for you. We teach you some stuff, maybe give you some Notion templates, and then we send you on your merry way. It's honestly a great deal. And we'll put the links to all of our other past audio courses in the show notes so that you can grab them now that you're a subscriber. And if you're not a new subscriber, welcome back. Hi. Thanks for being a subscriber. We love you so much.
We've done the math. It's less than a latte in most cities, and it helps us so much. We're so appreciative of you. So we always want to emphasize that if there's any topic you'd like us to cover in this format, we are here for you. Send us a message directly on Spotify, reply to our email newsletter, which you can subscribe to also in the show notes, or send us a DM on Instagram.
That's right.
Now that the housekeeping is done,
we're going to get into it. Today, we are talking about how to make something from nothing, which sounds broad.
It does.
But also is not. Can I tell you what got me the most excited about this idea of like all of our various pitches and concepts that we mull over before we come to you with our content?
Do tell.
I have recently quit a bunch of projects, and I've also recently been very inspired to create a bunch of new things that have rejuvenated me and filled me with life. One of which being a secret business project.
Secret.
Top secret. And the other being some like personal projects that are just coming through and like really making me happy. Starting something new is so fun. I love it. Especially like that doesn't have any sort of past history. It just feels like, so much white space, you know?
Yes. And I'm also curious because, we're going to talk about your personal projects also. We're going to talk about some of our personal projects that we're trying to bring to light and how to think about it because, sometimes there is the perspective that we are all aware of, I'm going to manifest that. Or now you've heard probably much more often from your friends who you're like kind of surprised to hear from say, I manifested that. And you're like, okay. But also there are other ways of thinking about bringing things into being from just being a little seedling, a little twinkle in your eye. So that's what we're here to talk about today.
Yeah. And as a maybe ADHD person, or like a delusional person, I have so many seeds of ideas like every single day where I'm like, that would be so fun to do. Oh, I love that. Oh, what could I make with that? Like I feel like I'm like daydreaming all the time about like the future version of me or like a potential version of me. I feel like that's like why I enjoy shopping because when I see clothes, I'm like, but you know who I could be in that outfit? Do you know what I could do in that ensemble? Like I could take on the world, whether that's true or not. That's what I feel. And that's what gets me so excited about it. And all of these like little seeds of ideas, when we ignore them for too long and we don't plant seeds, then we lose self-confidence. It's a very common thing that happens to people with ADHD. You stop trusting yourself and your ideas as they come through. And as a result, you don't actually execute on those ideas or intuitions ever. And you stop having them. Like muse stops knocking at your door. So to be more inspired, to be more creative, to be more intuitive, you have to pay attention to those little seedlings and plant them or at least like acknowledge them. And I think that this process is helpful in that. We talk about it in system spells.